Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We're here at 726 in Harrison, Arkansas.
In the beautiful Ozarks, with the beautiful weather, the springtime weather.
How do we know that?
Because it is beautiful outside.
It is
the sun is shining, the temperature is up, and no offense, would rather be on the river.
You would rather be on the river?
Yes, I would.
Are you going this year?
Of course.
You know, you've got that camper shell, or not the camper shell, but the pop-up camper.
Yes, I do.
Thing. And I see that all the time, but it's not active.
Well, it was winter.
I know.
I've been waiting for this kind of weather.
You're supposed to use it all year round.
Not me.
Yeah.
Well,
does
it's
it
cold,
not have a heater in it?
It does, but you know, a lot of campgrounds where you want me to use it in my yard or what?
Well, it'd be nice to see you walking around in a bathrobe, I guess, from the house to the... It's sitting right there in the front yard.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's where we keep it. Right next to the canoes and the kayaks.
Next to the old pickup truck, jacked up without wheels.
We don't have one of those yet, but I'm sure we will someday. Anyway,
hey,
it's
I've got an announcement to make.
What is it?
I'm a new grandfather.
Yes, you are.
To my goats, rather. And we haven't named. It's a little female goat.
Isn't she precious?
You know what's funny about her? She's mostly all brown, and the father has a little bit of brown, and the mama has just a little bit of brown. But
you sure that's the mama?
That's the mama right there.
Okay, you sure that's the daddy? You know how those goats are. Your
goats
get out a lot.
What's amazing about this story? We bought these goats just to eat brush.
Yes.
And we really didn't care if she was fertile or not.
Right.
And the owner said that I'll sell you this goat at a certain price because she's barren. She can't have kids. She just can't. So
well, guess what?
We proved that.
Whoever the owner is, I hope you're watching this show because she did.
What's funny about it, we had no intention of having. I had no intention.
No, you got a grand goat.
I've got a grand goat, little grand goat running around. But I went out to feed the goats, and I noticed that the male and the female are always together.
Mm-hmm. That's how little baby goats happen.
Well, that's how they get happening, right? But the male goat was off over here, and I heard him running to be fed. And the mother I saw her in the thicket, and she was just standing there. I thought, oh, she's stuck. She's got something wrapped around her neck, or she's hung up somehow. So I went in there and looked, and she just kept doing this noise, you know. And I looked down, and there was the little goat.
You didn't see how big she was getting or anything, that she'd be pregnant?
No, she wasn't that big. No.
Oh, that's a cute little goat. Now you've got another one stick its little head through the fence, get all screwed up. So.
Well,
congratulations!
It'll be interesting. We go out there twice a day now. Otherwise, we just just make sure the goats had food and water. But
you need to name her.
She's got two little Nike stripes down there, little white stripes. So I thought I might call her Nikita or something like that.
There you go.
But maybe not. Maybe not.
Well, that was an interesting story, and I'm glad you shared that with us.
It was interesting, wasn't it?
Especially, he sent me a text message to show me the little grand goat. It was awfully cute. I think he was proud.
That's funny. That's funny. Anyway, there you go.
There you go.
And the first thing I thought, I says, now I'm in the goat business. I don't know what I'm going to do, but we're in the goat business.
Giddy up, dote.
Giddy up. So you're going to be leaving in a couple weeks, right?
Couple weeks. I'm going to Little Rock next weekend for singing for a Daughters of the American Revolution
event.
And then the weekend following that, we're going to New York City for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited.
Now,
Did I say I was excited? I'm excited.
Have you ever been to New York?
I have.
Oh, okay. So it's no big deal.
Well, it's always a big deal. Mm-hmm. But, you know, when I went before, we spent like 3 days in the city, and that was plenty long for me. Yeah. And this is going to be real short. Richard has a meeting, so he'll be in meetings all day Saturday when we have our full day there. We're going to eat at Sardi's Friday night, which is a well-known eating place, establishment. And then Saturday, I'm going to do whatever. I have a friend that may be able to join me. She lives up there.
So you're going to go down to NBC and hang out at the Today Show?
Not getting up that early.
No.
And then Saturday night, we're going to see Wicked. And then Sunday, we travel back.
Okay.
So,
what I thought when I went, what I thought was really interesting when I went to New York City, we walked from the hotel to the Empire State Building.
Wow.
And saw that. Went up on.
Were you close then to the?
Yeah, we were. I think it was like 6 or 8 blocks or something like that. And And we stayed late, so we walked back. We didn't take a cab or anything. We just walked back, and we walked through some of the business district. And what I thought was amazing is that time of night, all of the restaurants and all the businesses, they put their trash out.
Oh,
And you talk about trash. I mean,
everywhere.
Trash was stacked up 10 feet tall.
I'll be darned.
And I don't know if they did that once
That
a week.
really
but
wasn't the highlight I was going to look at, but
no, but it was. It's a huge city.
You bet.
And
we're 2 or 3 blocks from Times Square, so there's lots around there that keep me occupied.
You know those big tanks that you find on some of the buildings in New York City? They're I don't know what they are. Water tanks, or they're round and they've got a little cone-shaped roof on top of those things.
What are those?
I don't know. No one knew what they were. I wanted to know what they were, and no one in the city that lived there knew what they were.
Well, if you know what they are, you need to email us and tell us what they are.
And what do they get?
What do they
For
get?
answering the question.
What do they get?
Don't you
a free
gonna
deal
offer
TV,
some prize?
A DLTV car thing?
How about let's give them your cell phone.
How about not?
Well,
you come up with something. You're the proprietor here.
But you have a good time.
I will.
You will. You'll have a good time.
I'll miss the Business Expo, and that's coming up too, but unfortunately. But I just couldn't say no. So.
Speaking of which, we'll have a booth there at the expo, and we welcome
You have
everyone
for
to come
many
by.
years here.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
5 or 6 years, I think.
I always enjoy that. It's a good.
Well, you want to enjoy it this year.
No, I won't.
Who do we need to put in your place?
Some poor sucker.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't know. I don't know.
But we're going to have fun with it.
You bet.
We're going to. We've got 4 digital channels now. We'll take all of our gear down there and show.
That'd be
people what
great.
we
Let
have
people know what you have to offer.
Yeah.
Always a good thing.
Yeah.
So, without
Anything
further
else?
ado,
Yeah.
I don't know.
There you
You
go.
want to go down the list?
You can.
Who is he? Okay. I had to see who is here to represent the play Sweeney Todd, which is coming up real short, not very long down the road will be Sweeney Todd. And we have Daryl Horton and Ross Slavic here to talk about that. We also have Janet Voschel and Helen Reynolds here with the Newton County Senior Center, Meals on Wheels. Bruce Salzman is here to talk about the African Children's Choir, which is coming to Eagle Heights Baptist Church, and I think we'll have a video clip of that as well. And then rounding out the show, we have Linda Battisto to talk about Liz and Linda Pepper Jelly. And if you have not tried it, it is wonderful. She has a wonderful assortment on the table, so we'll look forward to visiting with her.
Right.
Without further ado, we will go to break, and we will return. We'll
With
talk
Janet. We're going to go with the second guest
We're
first.
going with
Yes.
Janet Voschel, and Helen Reynolds will be up first. Stay with us.